Most people live their entire lives begging to be loved. They crave it. They chase it. They surrender to it completely. They think that being loved makes them safe. It does not. It does the exact opposite. Being loved makes you predictable. It makes you vulnerable. It makes you transparent. Every single time you allow someone to hold your heart like it is a fragile toy, you are handing them ammunition. And make no mistake, they will use it against you one day. The world does not care about your feelings. Most humans around you do not care either. They smile at you. They flatter you. They promise you loyalty. But inside, they are predators wearing masks. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. He said men are ungrateful, fickle, false, cowardly, and covetous. They are yours while you prosper. They offer you their blood, their property, their lives. But the moment misfortune strikes, they turn against you. Love is not a shield. Love is a cage. And if you keep chasing love blindly, you will never taste real freedom. Tonight, I am going to show you the terrifying truth. Being loved is not power. Being loved is weakness. The second you stop chasing love, you stop being owned by anyone. And only then will you understand what real power actually feels like. If this is already hitting you hard, drop in the comments right now. I am done being prey. Show that you are waking up. 3 to 6:30. From the moment you are born, the world teaches you to crave affection, parental approval, friendships, romantic validation. Everything convinces you that love is your refuge, your reward, your safety net. But life is not a fairy tale. Human nature is not kind. Machiavelli observed that those who depend on love are already enslaved. When you chase love, you surrender control. You bend to the desires of others. You excuse betrayal. You endure humiliation. You lower your own standards just to keep someone around. Every time you whisper, "I need you," you wrap another chain around your freedom. Weakness is never forgiven in this world. Weakness is exploited. The more you seek approval, the more power other people hold over you. Human affection is rarely pure. This applies to men. It applies to women. It applies to everyone. People who achieve real influence in politics, in business, in any field of power, do not rely on being loved. They command respect. They command authority. Sometimes they command quiet fear. They understand that people are self-interested. People are unpredictable. Love is never their refuge. Love is a tool they use carefully, strategically, in small measured doses to gain loyalty or cooperation or influence, never to satisfy their own emotional need. When you depend on love, you allow your life to be dictated by the emotions, the whims, and the desires of other people. You expose your weaknesses. You make yourself easy to exploit. Those who seek affection first surrender their independence, their clarity, and ultimately their strength. In a world ruled by ambition, cunning, and self-interest, weakness is fatal. Comment below right now. Which part of your life is love holding hostage? Be honest. Let's see who is ready to break free. 6:30 to 10. Machiavelli also said it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This is not a call to cruelty. This is a call to self-preservation. Dependence on affection is a vulnerability. Respect, strategic distance, and detachment make sure that other people cannot control you. When your happiness, your confidence, or your identity depends on someone else's warmth or approval, you place yourself completely at their mercy. The moment they withdraw it, your whole world crumbles. This does not mean you abandon all relationships. Machiavelli's philosophy is not about being alone. It is about mastery. Love, warmth, and loyalty can be tools, but they must never become necessities. You give enough to maintain alliances and influence, but never so much that your autonomy is compromised. You are not a servant of affection. You are the master of your own life. Now we get to the 8 psychological traits that separate survivors from victims, leaders from followers, winners from those who get used. These traits are born from pain, from betrayal, from watching the world for what it really is. Trait number 1, calculated opacity. You are never completely clear about your intentions. You show only what is necessary. When people know only half the story, they fill in the blanks with their own imagination. And that imagination controls them more than any fact ever could. Machiavelli said everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Think about the most intriguing people you know. They never tell you everything. They leave gaps. They answer questions with questions. They smile when you expect an explanation. This is not lying. This is strategic communication. Real-life example. Someone asks about your weekend plans. Most people say, "Oh, I am just staying home, maybe watching movies." That answer is transparent. It is also completely forgettable. Instead, say I have something important to take care of, then change the subject. The difference is night and day. The first makes you predictable. The second makes you magnetic. Practice this. Your information is currency. Do not spend it all at once. 10 to 14. Trait number 2, adaptive persona. You are not the same person with everyone. You adjust your personality based on who you are talking to. People think they know you. They only know one version of you. You already do this naturally. You speak differently to your grandmother than to your friends. You act differently in a job interview than at a party. Adaptive persona takes that natural skill and makes it deliberate. Every person has different values, different communication styles, different ways of thinking. If you use the same approach with everyone, you connect with some and miss everyone else. Smart people study the person in front of them. Then they adjust. Analytical person, give them facts and data. Emotional person, connect with their feelings. Practical person, show them how it works. Big picture thinker, paint the vision. This is not manipulation. This is intelligent communication. Water takes the shape of the container, but it never stops being water. Your core stays the same. Only the presentation changes. Master this, and you can connect with almost anyone while keeping your integrity intact. Trait number 3, the principle of detachment. You are not a slave to any relationship, emotion, or opinion. What you are not afraid to lose cannot control you. In dating, the person who can walk away without drama gets chased the hardest. In marriage, the spouse who no longer needs constant validation suddenly receives more effort. At work, the employee who has options negotiates from strength instead of begging. Detachment gives you clarity. When you are not desperate for approval, you see situations clearly. When you are not terrified of being alone, you choose better relationships. The less you need something, the more likely you are to get it. That is the paradox. 1400 to 1830. Trait number 4, silent leverage. You do not apply pressure directly. You wait. When people make mistakes or become vulnerable, your silent presence becomes the heaviest thing in the room. Real example. A friend keeps canceling plans last minute. Instead of arguing or complaining, you go silent for 10 or 14 days. No texts, no calls. When they finally reach out and ask if you are okay, you reply warmly but briefly. Suddenly they start chasing your time. Your silence carried more weight than any lecture ever could. Another example. At work, you solve problems consistently without asking for praise. You become the person everyone turns to. You did not demand respect. You earned it quietly. People start bringing you opportunities because you became indispensable. Trait number 5, psychological echo. You reflect people's deepest needs and fears back to them. They think you are speaking their exact language. In reality, you are gaining deep understanding and massive influence. Example. Your partner says, "I feel like I am drowning at work." Most people jump to advice. Just quit. Find something else. Instead, say it sounds like no one is recognizing how much you are actually carrying every single day. They feel seen. Trust explodes. Whatever you suggest next lands much harder because they believe you understand them. Use this to build real bonds, not to control people. 1830 to 2300. Trait number 6, ambiguous morality. You are neither purely good nor purely bad. You get things done in a complicated world. Real power lives in the gray areas. Sometimes being nice enables bad behavior. Sometimes telling a hard truth protects someone from years of pain. Example. Your best friend stays in a toxic relationship that is destroying them. You could keep saying, "I am here for you forever." Or you say once, "If you stay, this will break you piece by piece. I care about you too much to watch it happen." It feels harsh in the moment. It saves them years of suffering later. Set your non-negotiable lines. No pointless cruelty, no betrayal of the few people who matter. Inside those lines, be pragmatic. Focus on the best long-term outcome for the most people. Trait number 7, controlled exposure. You do not reveal everything about yourself. The less people know, the more they assume, and their assumptions make your strategy easier. In early dating, share one intriguing layer at a time. Never trauma dump. On social media, show wins, never wounds. At work, reveal new skills gradually, so you always look like you are still growing. Information once spoken can never be taken back. Keep some mystery. Keep your power. 2300 to 2730. Trait number 8, outcome obsession. You are not here to win arguments or prove points. You are here to get results. In a fight with your partner, the goal is not being right. The goal is better behavior tomorrow and keeping attraction alive. Sometimes that means swallowing your pride today. In business, do not care who gets the credit. Care what actually moves the needle forward. In life, judge yourself only by real results, not by effort, not by intentions. When you combine these 8 traits with one brutal truth, everything changes. Needing to be loved is the single biggest leverage point manipulators have over you. Cut that need, and you cut most of their power. You become unreadable, unpredictable, untouchable. The calm one, moving through a world of desperate people, chasing validation. 27:30-30. Most people will watch this video, feel the truth hit them, then go right back to begging for love tomorrow. The rare ones who actually start using even 3 or 4 of these traits will rewrite their entire life in months. Better partners, stronger boundaries, real respect, inner peace that cannot be shaken. If this opened your eyes, smash the like button so more people find it. Comment right now and be specific. Which trait are you going to start using first, and in which part of your life? Dating? Marriage? Work? Family? Write it below. Show yourself you are serious. Subscribe to https://www.youtube.com/@bravestpower right now. Turn on notifications. More raw psychology and power strategies coming every week. The world keeps deceiving. Now you see clearly. Play smarter. Stay untouchable. I will see you in the next one.